All right. Then. Okay, I have to get closer to the damn laptop for the audio. Okay. As you can probably tell from my tone, I am quite pissed off. Shut up, bird. I really am not in the mood. Okay, so, shut up. Well, let me to backtrack here a bit today. I woke up, all was fine, all was well, all was well. And I thought, you know, this morning when I was actually awake, because I went to sleep like in the morning, because I have an odd sleeping pattern, I was just like, you know what, let's get around to, you know, recording for this, because I have had this game since 2012, when it was originally released in Europe, for some unknown reason. I have no idea why. Because this is the only other Project Zero game that has been released outside of Japan, and yet it didn't get a US release, but it got a European release. I usually expect the opposite, honestly. Just like, oh, yes, the US can have this wonderful Japanese game, translated and all, but Europe, oh, fuck off. It's just like, so it's kind of the reverse. But anyways, I've had this game since 2012 or 2013, I had it for Christmas. It's 2015, and I haven't even played it. I was waiting for this moment, sort of, and partially because it's such a pain in the ass to set up the goddamn Nintendo Wii, because the Nintendo Wii is such a pain in the ass to set up! Ah! Plus, I also realized something else about the Nintendo Wii, because we actually have two Nintendo Wiis now. One is mine, which is the one I'm using, and it sounds like a fucking chainsaw, because it's been dropped on the floor a couple of times, apparently. Because, funny enough, the Nintendo Wii that I had been using prior to that was actually my nephew's Nintendo Wii. And I noticed that the control pad is kind of like a marriage kind of thing going on. It's like, this remote control only works on my Wii. It doesn't work on my nephew's one. It's like they're married. It's like, no. If you want to use a control pad for that, you have to buy another one, motherfucker. God damn it, why? That's one reason I'm pissed off, because it just like I had to freaking switch Nintendo Wii's and it was already a pain in the ass untangling and setting up the goddamn thing as it was. Oh, and then I was just like, one of our cats, which is actually a house cat, the other cats, they can go out just fine, but this one's a house cat and has a habit of getting out sometimes. My dad accidentally let the cat out, and of course, I have to be the one to get the cat in. So I was out in the garden for like 30 minutes or so, trying to get that little bastard to finally get to the other side of the garden, because I'm not trekking across the garden in pitch blackness. So I had to wait for that. Eventually that was done. Back to setting up the Wii, and it just went to shit still at that point. I was just like, okay, that's when I discovered the whole, you're gonna have to switch the Wii to the other one, man, because the control pad isn't gonna work. And once I set up all that crap after much back and forth, I was like, okay, record. What? It isn't even picking up on the fucking capture card! So apparently the problem with that is, let me just check, what setting is it? Actually, I don't think I can check the settings, or can I? Can't quite remember what the setting is, but it's a different setting to the one I used to record off the PS3, because the PS3 has like PAL 2 or something, but this one requires a different setting for it to appear on the capture card. I have no idea why, but that threw me off, essentially. And then I was like, okay, now we can record. So I hit the record button, and Audacity crashed, because my freaking external hard drive, which I have it on, was just disconnected. And I had to freaking do that as well, and here we are now. So yeah, essentially, in the few hours of me being awake today, it's been pretty shit. But I'm interested to see how this game will turn out, because I hear this game is like, it's got some things different from the original Project Zero 2, but it's got like some differences, and it being on the Wii, it's gonna have some different controls, understandably, so it should be interesting. But this is kind of blind, because while I've played the original on the PS2, I don't know how different the Wii version is, because I've only seen brief amounts of footage of the game. It's like when I originally saw the trailer, I was like, oh, that looks interesting. A remake made onto the Wii, that should be interesting. But I was like everyone else, basically, just like cynical, just like, well, it probably won't give it a release outside of Japan, and surprisingly did. But also surprisingly, no US release. Which, as I mentioned earlier, it's kind of surprising, because it usually tends to be the other way around. I mean, like Earthbound, for example, is like, oh, this wonderful Japanese game, it's absolutely hilarious, and what the fuck, and also tear-jerking and disturbing at some points. Isn't it a brilliant game? Let's give it an English release. But, you know, fuck all those people in UK and Europe and all that. The Americans, they can have that. Canadians, all that, you can have that game. But Europe, you can piss off. We don't want to give you an official release. It's just like, why do you do that? There's always good games coming out of Japan that get like either no release or only released in the US. So it's kind of like, this is an unexpected difference in that, really, isn't it? But enough talk. Let's actually get to the game. I hope this freaking console stops sounding like a chainsaw, because it's really distracting. Actually sounds more like you're in the barber and he's just getting a haircut. It's just like... Actually, I don't have one of those. To play this game, you will need to create game data on the Wii system memory. What have we got? I like how they say Wii Edition, because it's just like, yeah, it's not exactly a new game. It's a remake with some extras, and it's on an entirely different console. Because originally, wasn't the Project Zero... Well, no, they weren't... I remember, I think, the first one was only on the PS2, but I think from then on, I think... At least the second one, I think, might have got an Xbox release. I can't really remember. But, yeah. Well, there's also the fourth game that didn't get an English release, which was on the Wii. Which is a real shame. I hate when they just, like, make good games, interesting games, and don't give it, like, a release outside of Japan. It's a pain in the ass when they do that. So, let's see. The note, so nothing on the controls, we'll get to that, I suppose. Wait, what? Explore a whole host of haunted houses and find out how switched on your sixth sense is. I think we'll leave that for extra stuff after we clear the story. So the graphics are obviously going to be different. I wonder how the characters will look this time around. Crimson Butterfly. No, I didn't. No. I didn't mean. Well, this game is a work of fiction, and any resemblance to a person living or dead is purely coincidental. Yeah, because, you know, it's possible something like this could happen in real life. But hold on. No. God damn it.
You remember our promise?
What? That our voice actor's changed?
You know, I'll never leave you.
They're suddenly English?
Mayu,
why are we English in Japan?
Mayu. I'm sorry.
Ow. Nice water effect.
We used to play here a lot, didn't we?
With our English accents.
Yeah. It'll all be gone soon.
Wait, it makes sense actually now, doesn't it? Only got a European release after all.
Your leg. It's not sore, is it? Only a little. I'm okay. Listen, Mio. Hmm? Never mind.
Long pauses.
Come on, wait!
You know, we're gonna have to watch this sequence again. So I might as well talk over it, because I'm gonna restart the game, because I know I've not played this on the Wii yet, but damn it, if it's anything like the PS2 version, it shouldn't be too difficult for me. I was a freaking pro at this game on the PS2. But one thing I want to make a note of is Nintendo is absolutely #1 when it comes to water. They make water just look absolutely beautiful. No other console can compare. Like, you may say whatever you want about Nintendo, just like, oh, they're behind on graphics, but nobody does water better than Nintendo, in my opinion.
Stop! Mayu!
Mayu! So it reminded me of Clock Tower 3. I haven't actually played Clock Tower 3, but I've seen a Let's Play of it. And they also had, like, these kind of posh English accents. But it was fitting in Clock Tower 3, though, because it was actually set in England. This is set in Japan, and you've got characters with English accents. Actually, now that I think about it, I wonder how every one of the other characters are going to sound in this. This is going to be interesting. Tutorial! Basic controls: movement, push the control stick and nunchuck forwards. Wait. On the nunchuck, turn backwards to walk and push in left and right, move, hold the D button to run. Basic controls: turning around, shake the Wii remote and oh god, this is going to be hell, isn't it? Basic control, movement, hold down a C while pushing the control stick. Nunchuck to move around without changing the direction you are facing. Okay.
Mayu.
Running into things. Oh man, this is not gonna be easy. Maybe I should stick to easy mode. But no! We're going back. So, a moment. Alrighty then, normal mode. Normal mode, you're gonna fail because the controls are totally different, probably more than you can think. So if you happen to stumble upon Old God's village in the real world, it's just a coincidence, okay?
Mayu, you remember our promise? You know, I'll never leave you. Mayu. Mayu. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ow. Beautiful graphics there.
We used to play here a lot, didn't we? Yeah. It'll all be gone soon. Your leg. It's not sore, is it? Only a little. I'm okay. Listen, Mio. Hmm? Never mind. Come on! Wait! Mio! Wait for me! Mayu, you know that time... Mayu? Mayu! What are you doing? Stop! Mayu! Mayu! Mayu?
It's showtime. Yeah, I get it. Well, I don't
Mayu.
actually, I have no idea. Digging the graphics so far, though. Yeah. Although I honestly prefer the original design of the characters, but I really like the water graphics in this game. As I said, nobody does it better than Nintendo on that one.
Mayu?
I still can't run very fast. That's one thing that hasn't changed. I hope the controls aren't awkward when we get the camera. That'll be hell. That's the one thing I'm dreading, honestly.
Forgive me. Please. Forgive me. Where are we? Mayu? The Lost Village.
Okay. I don't know what to think about the voice acting so far. I kinda liked how she said it in the original. With the accent, it just seems a bit odd. I mean, sure, voice acting in the original.
Like that happening a long time ago. A village in this area disappeared on the day of a festival. I heard that people who got lost in the forest were lured there. Maybe we found that village.
Chapter 1, The Lost Village. Wait, did the original take place in chapters? Oh yeah, it did, didn't it? Investigate! Investigate what? Where am I? What's with the camera movement? I'm not even doing anything. I can make out the roofs of a small mountain village in the darkness. But yeah, back to the voice acting. Like the previous, original game, while it didn't have exactly top-notch kind of voice acting, it kind of felt like it kind of suited the game, while the English accents kind of seem a little out of place. Perhaps someone there should tell us how to find our way home. Man, this whole kind of controls where you just move the remotes around and they move like that, that's gonna throw me off all the damn time when we fight ghosts. You know what, before playing this game, I remember a few years ago, literally just I had nightmares about this game, man. It's the expectations are high, man. So, any interaction? Sorry! I'm a bit of a noob.
I could hear someone singing just a minute ago. But
What?
now
Yeah, it was me.
there's no one here.
I sing a lot in my videos. I'm not a very good singer though. Tutorial. Saving during play. Press the A button near red button to save your game. Saving at the end of a chapter. You can save your game at the end of each chapter. The Wii mode is awkward. The Wii mode is awkward. Takes a lot of getting used to, cause I don't play the Nintendo Wii very much at all. Is this the save point? The figures are one appear to be twins are carved into the surface of the stone. Stone monuments like this are dotted all around the area. These are some awkward controls. Right, there it is, save point, yes. This is why I fear this game so much more than the other ones. I'm used to the PlayStation controls in these games, but it's totally different now, so I'm just like, oh god. This is gonna be more terrifying because I suck at the controls. I was a freaking boss at the original, man. Sure, there were moments where the game caught me off guard and just legitimately freaked me out, where it's like, whoa, where the fuck do you come from? But seriously, man. Freaking Nintendo Wii controls for a freaking Project Zero game, that's a terrifying mix right there. I don't know where I'm going, we don't have a torch. Wait, did they have a torch in the original? I think they might have. Tutorial! Shining lights. Item indicators. Items that can be picked up are indicated by a blue light. Well, from colorblind, it looks like a handbag. It's a ball. Newspaper cuttings. There's a black handbag containing several pieces of paper. I wonder if they changed the story slightly or not. Because otherwise we'll be pretty much reading what we read in the original. One of them is a year-old newspaper article entitled Fears Mount for Missing Surveyor. Yes. Fears Mount for Missing Surveyor. Concern was grown yesterday for a surveyor who appears to have gone missing while visiting the proposed site of the Misukami Dam. Masasumi Mikamura, 26, is believed to have gone to survey historical landmarks due to be flooded by the construction of the dam. It is now 5 days since he was last seen. Search for missing surveyor abandoned. The search for Masasumi Mikamura, 26, a surveyor who has been missing since the 4th, was abandoned yesterday. Yesterday marked 10 days since Mr. Nakamura went missing while surveying the proposed site of the new Mizukami Dam. Young couple, they look identical too. Well, actually, I think it might even be the same photograph. Just like, know what? Screw like updating the photo. Just keep it as it is. Good enough. I don't know. I haven't played the original PS2 version since, well, being it. The newspaper cuttings and the photograph of the young couple have been added to your records. You can view all the text, photographs, and maps you pick up by selecting records from the menu.
I wonder whose it is. And these other things too. I wonder.
Tutorial! You know, usually people skip over tutorials, but I'm going to be a bit more cautious, you know. I suck at freaking Wii Remote controls. The only thing I'm worse at than Wii Remote controls is PC controls. It's why I don't play, like, a lot of PC games that require, like, you know, the mouse and stuff like that. Because I suck at that. The menu, from the menu, the items you have picked up can be viewed and used. You can also check the location on the map. How to open the menu, press the minus button, or whatever you want to call it, to open the menu. Using the plus button, press the plus button on the Wiimote steering plate to go directly to the map. Okie dokie. Good thing I read that then, otherwise I'd be like, how do I access the map? Okay, so let's you know, actually I can't even remember how this game plays out, like how it starts. We played the third game last year, and I remember you. I remember you very much so. I remember when, like, once you've cleared the game, you can get an ability where you can take the photographs before you even get the camera, so you get points on it. I wonder how the ghost list is like in this game. Birdie!
Is there anyone there?
Will you abandon me once more?
I don't know, man.
Mio, I'm here.
The game's promising and all, but
It's so
I don't
quiet.
know. It's like English ghosts. Hello. You're still creepy and all, but when you talk with that English accent, suddenly the fear goes away instantly. It's like, oh, jolly good, posh accents, yes. We are hunting you, terribly sorry. 'Tis a bit of a bummer, would you not agree?
There's nobody here. Want to look around? Mayu! Mayu! What's wrong?
Masumi, where are you? Masumi, where did you go? The lost village. Where are you? Masumi. Where have you gone, Masumi?
I don't want to kill you.
What was? I don't know.
The bloody hell?
I don't know.
That was actually going pretty well there with that, until I don't want to kill you. That reminds me of the first game's voice acting. You remember Takamine, you're just like, oh. But in this case, it's the accent, just kind of seems a bit distracting, while in the original version on the PS2, it felt like none of the characters really had any accent, so it kind of just like didn't really distract from the plot or anything like that, but that's kind of distracting. That's creepy on the other hand. Let's go towards it.
Let's not get separated, Mio.
Oh, believe me, Mayu, we got separated so many damn times. I don't remember this happening. Was this here before? I don't remember that kind of scene before. It has been quite some time, to be fair, but I don't remember that happening. But yes, Mayu, we're gonna get separated throughout the majority of this game, if it's anything like the original PS2 version. I don't recall, though. I don't remember there being so many things like that. Makes it creepier. Oh, there's our beloved torch. There's still some battery left. Someone must have left it behind. Oh, that reminds me. I think, yeah, it was last night, actually. I just randomly watched PewDiePie's Let's Play of Outlast. And all I could think of throughout the game, well, one of the things I could think of was, how the fuck do you find all these batteries just lying around the place? But then I thought, you could apply that to any game. Look at Silent Hill, for example. How the hell do you find this ammunition, health drinks all over the goddamn place? It makes no sense. No sense at all, but hey, it's a game. If you didn't have that, you'd be fucked. Someone must have left it behind. Wait, don't tell me we're gonna need batteries
This is
for it.
something, at least.
The torch, about the torch. Use the torch to illuminate dark places. Tilt a Wii remote upwards to point the torch up and point it downwards to shine the light at your feet. So it's a lot more, slightly more complex than your old PlayStation 2 control pad, you see. Hidden items light up when the torch is shone upon them. It would appear that I've been handed a McDonald's randomly. How strange. Anyway, let's open this door with a bit of an accent, yes. I don't even know what the hell accent I'm trying to put on, man. I never do.
It's a bit cold in here.
Well, put the damn heating on, I'd say. Ooh, bloody hell, it is rather chilly. Tutorial, investigating objects. The A button icon will be displayed at the bottom right of the screen whenever you approach something that can be, shall we say, investigated. Touching the touch icon will be displayed whenever you are able to reach out your hand and touch an item. Holding down the A button will extend your hand towards the item. Reaching out your hand, hold down the A button until your hand reaches an item, and you will pick it up. Release the A button before reaching the item to withdraw your hand. And that's all. Really? Should I pick it up? No, something else. Well, that's interesting. It's like, instead of just clicking like A, X, or wherever console, you know, just like, now you've got to hold down the button to pick things up. That could be interesting to make it more dramatic, but at the same time could prove to be quite a pain in the ass if you're being pursued. Ladies Notebook Free, Masumi, it's Mayoko. I came to find you. Let's go home together. If we're together, we can make it out of here. If you find this note, please shout. I'm sure I'll be somewhere nearby. I'm sure of it.
There's someone here. I know it.
I can't see shit. It's really hard to turn around in this game. Though the original games on the PS2 had some tankish kind of control, really. And I have to keep the controls at level as well, otherwise it goes all over the place. This is what I feared, man. Whoa! Yo! How you doing? Everything well? It's been a few years since I last saw you. The figure headed towards his room. Could it be waiting behind this door? Oh, it even does that as well. It's like, no, the door. No. Just open it. Slide it open. There's all manner of items are scattered around the dark room. It doesn't seem as if there's anyone here. Ooh, spooky. Actually, this room looks totally different from the original.
This place, it's a bit strange somehow.
No, something about Lady's Notebook 5. A page ripped from her notebook is lying on the dusty shelf. I keep hearing the strange sound coming from the altar. It's a kind of song echoing up from underground. Could it be just a wind whistling through this old house? Or is there something on the other side of the wall? Interesting. But I can't see shit. Wait, there's something. There's an old book on top of a kimono in the damaged chest of drawers. Hey, we don't get that option this time. Note on the camera obscura. There's an old string-bound book. The words "Notes on the camera obscura" are written on its cover. What horrors await us now?
This device is most dangerous.
That's...
The camera obscura. It can photograph that which should not exist. What's that? Can this be real? This device is most dangerous.
The camera obscura.
Mio. Is that... Oh. Is there anyone there?
Pizza delivery? Camera obscura, bellows type camera. It looks even older than the torch. This must be the camera obscura. Instructions, please. Instructions, please. The camera obscura was invented by Dr. Kunihiko, also in order to capture things that only exist in the spiritual realm. Visual thoughts and memories from the past, spiritual beings that cannot ordinarily be seen or are revealed with the camera obscura. The camera obscura has been known to have an exorcising effect on the things that it captures, that which should not exist, and yet it also has some kind of connection with them. Misuse of the camera can easily lead to one losing their soul to these spiritual beings. I have brought the camera to Minakami village to photograph its hidden ceremony and the place where its participants gather to perform it. I do believe I am more excited than Dr. Oswald himself, or whatever his name's pronounced as, about what may be revealed. Shinjiro Makabe. I think that was the guy in the clip, isn't it? If I'm recalling correctly. Camera that can photograph that which should not exist. There seems to be some film left. The words Type 14 are written on the film. Tutorial! What is the camera obscura? The camera obscura is a special camera with the ability to photograph that which cannot be seen. Well, not exist. What is the camera obscura? The camera obscura can be used to exercise ghosts by photographing them. That's not a tutorial, that's just an explanation. The tutorial bit would be like, okay, here's what buttons you press. Gee, thanks. No tutorial for me, I guess. What am I looking for? Oh god, these controls. Oh wait, I can use... Okay, that makes things... No, actually it doesn't. It doesn't. Turning is easy. Going up or down, not so much. Not so much, not so much, not so much, not so much, not so much. Where am I going? Where am I looking? Where... Can I... Not... These controls are gonna take a lot of getting used to. Where am I looking? It turn... Why do I keep doing that? Only the analog can turn. Down. Where's the door? What am I looking for? Wait. No screwing about. It's taking forever as it is. Ooh, delightful herbal medicine. Haven't seen that in nearly a year's time.
Here.
Yeah, us. So is that the door? Investigate. Looks like there's something back there. Peek. Peekaboo. Cold air blows through the gap in the screen. Where could this thread be coming from? My god, this is totally different from the original, actually. I don't remember investigating that. The tables and incense burners on the altar are all covered in a layer of dust. Of course they would. Sorry. Is this the door? I can never tell in these rooms. It just blends in with the background. got to open this door. But suddenly...
There's someone here.
Whoa, the freaking sound, man. Battling ghosts using the camera obscura. Press the bang button to look for the camera obscura. Press the A button dramatically while looking through the camera to take a photograph. Then post it on Facebook. Last capture circle is displayed at the center of the screen when you look through the camera obscura. Your spirit points will increase whenever you have a ghost in your capture circle. The more spirit power you have accumulated, the more damage you will do to the ghost you photograph. Full on battle? Full on battle? There's only one! In the original, you don't battle her straight off the bat. You like take one picture and she buggers off. Not this time, apparently. How to lock on? You can lock on a ghost that's in the capture by holding the Z button. Well, that's new. Z ghost! The ghost did. Hey, it's not dead yet, is it? Well, it already was before we got here, but still.
It's gone.
We have to get out of here.
Right.
Our presence has gone. Is it true that the camera obscura can capture things that should not exist? Can it really possess that power? Filaments. The spirit filament displayed in the center of the top part of the screen alerts you to the presence and whereabouts of ghosts and birds. Spirit filament will glow red in the presence of hostile ghosts and blue in the presence of other ghosts. The item filament displayed on the bottom right of the screen glows brightly when it is pointed in the direction of the, what's that say? Anime dance item or whatever. So that's
Don't
still
like
the same.
it here, Mia. Let's go.
I said bollocks to this. Let's get out of here. Let's follow her. I'm sure she knows the exit. I mean, she was rude to, like, well, we were rude as well. I mean, we just, like, shot her with the camera, essentially. If I recall, if it's anything like the original, how the freaking hell am I gonna navigate, though?
Won't open.
Over there.
Over what? There. Woman at the door. Yay. Wait. Exit, please. Let's see. Wait, you get the ghost lifts right off the bat? Usually you have to play through the game at least once for that. So... okay, we still got type 7 in this one, that's unlimited good. I remember the first game of that, it was like, hey, you got infinite amount of it, but you have to go to a save point to pick up more of it. It's just like, oh, so if you're nowhere near a save point and you're in trouble, well, screw you. Pick it up. Anyone want to make some meat? Please notebook 1. The Lost Village. Even I've heard the rumors about this place, about a massacre that happened on the day of the festival, wiping the village off the map, about the twin garden stones that lure travelers to the village. That sounded awkward because it didn't stop, you know, like the full stop indicates. Anyway, about how one can never return once they've walked through its story gates. The village is engulfed in a vicious and endless night. A woman's laughter can be heard echoing through its streets. Only a single woman survived in the village. Is that a fish? Oh man, these controls. Tutorial! The hint maze, it's a different colour in this one. The hint haze is a strange mist that will sometimes appear during the game. Your capture circle turns green when pointed at this mist. Photographing it causes a hint to appear. Okie dokie. Photograph shows a different location. It looks like the stove where I found a notebook. Photograph of the stove has been added to your records. You can view unusual photographs you have taken by selecting records from the menu. I'm gonna try moving around with the camera a bit. See if we can kind of get used to moving around this damn tank controls. Sorry, kind of in the way. I know there's a save point back here. Save point! Are you back here? Actually, just in case some secret ghost is here or some shit. You never know. You never know. Because this game so far has been only partially like the original. Well, a bit more than that, but there are some differences. In particular the controls, obviously. Well, anyways, though, I'm going to stop the recording here because I got McDonald's randomly and I wish to eat it. So, I'll probably do a bit more recording later, maybe, because this should definitely be interesting and probably filled with a lot of fail as well, because I suck at Wii controls. It's just like same game that I played on the PS2 with differences, and the controls are quite different indeed. I was a pro on the PS2 one, man. I could clear on every difficulty, even nightmare modes. But this is probably gonna kick my ass. I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.